heard you want to get together. We heard you want to rock the school. We've thought of something that is better.
Hello everyone and welcome to 4 Jerks 1 Cast. Today we are talking about the movie that we just saw today, Rainbow Rocks, the second Equestria Girls movie, also known as the Shoycat Duet. Yes.
It was absolutely fantastic. One of the best movies I've seen all year of forever.
Better than the first.
Better than the first. That was the subtitle of the movie. Better
Rainbow
than the
Rocks
first.
better than the first.
Better than the first. Yes. It was great because at the very end of the movie, at the climax, Sunset Shimmer sang and saved the day. By the way, there's going to be spoilers in this podcast, so if you haven't seen the movie, don't listen to the last thing I just said and turn the cast off.
Right.
All right, I guess let's get
Delete
around.
from memory.
They're going to be absolutely confused.
Try to repress that memory.
Come at me. You what, mate? You want me to giggle? Okay, so let's introduce ourselves again. So I'm Anthony, also known as Pony Cordero, because I'm not original.
I'm Alex, also known as Alex because I'm way less original.
I'm Vincent, also known as Eclipse Bound from Twitch, if you want to join me there. That's fine.
Least original so far.
I'm sorry, what?
You what, mate?
I'm Austin because I don't like shit tier OC names. No.
Fuck, my mom gave me an OC name.
Yeah, so shit tier OC name is my OC name.
My mom gave me my shit.
My mom basically made an OC, if you think about it.
Well, technically, in my defense, Eclipse Bound
No.
isn't a pony name.
They made an OC but hit randomize.
That's usually how it always works. You roll the dice to see if you can get the right pony things, and you're like,
All right, so add a bit of sexiness, add a little bit of creative, and oops, I accidentally added in social awkward.
My bad.
Add a broken wing, some horn shattered and whatnot, you got yourself an OC.
So this movie, what were you guys expecting going into this movie?
Not a whole lot.
Music.
I did expect music.
I expected a lot of music. After seeing the previews and having them just blow everything out of the water, especially with freaking Adagio. Adagio freaking blew my
There was something about a battle of the bands they talked about. I expect that to be a minor plot point.
Yeah,
No,
little thing.
not at all.
Something
No.
with music.
No.
It's all about the music.
One song. 10 seconds.
It was like what 2 or 3 songs that they actually did in previews and whatnot, and then they did like the little
songs.
tiny episodes of where they actually got their instruments and how they turned into furries.
I like those.
That was pretty good.
Compared to the furries.
So
No, they're
Vince,
stunt furries. They only have ears and they have ears and very barely tails.
I
Stunt furry.
actually went into it with the same expectation as the first movie, which is, let's see what happens.
is the explanation. I believe it's Kinomaru or something like that, when it's just like cat-ish ears or like whatever.
Cat-ish ears?
It's a
Sub
K.
furry.
It's a
Read
K
the
where
show.
I don't know. I haven't been on Faku lately. Who am I kidding? Yes, yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Wait, I'm sorry.
In fact, it's
what
up
is
on my
this?
computer right now.
Faku.net. Look it up. We
Yeah,
just
just go look it
just
up.
gave them free advertisement.
By the way, this
I
website.
have-
Also, yeah, go Google Faku.net when you go home tonight. Make sure you're alone, and you're
Lock
welcome.
the door.
And you're welcome. And lock the door.
This podcast brought to you by Fuck.
Can we cash that check now?
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Send
of
us the check.
e621.net. I know of.
Don't worry about it. Just look it up.
Anyway,
Just look it up.
Austin, what were your expectations walking into this movie?
I liked it. I liked the last movie, and I liked it before other people.
That's a
started
reaction.
judging it.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
reaction.
That's a reaction.
Well, what I expected?
Yes. What was your expectations?
Mid.
Mid.
Meh.
Not high, not too low.
Meh.
Yeah, so
My expectations. Oh, now we're advertising for glove and boots. Meh. That is horrible.
God, we're so rich at the end
Cease
of
and
the
desist.
podcast.
So rich. C&D.
C&D.
Glove and boots and Faku.net. But no, my excitement and expectations were pretty high going into this movie because of the previews they did. They actually did some pretty brilliant viral advertising because they knew that Equestria Girls as a franchise name amongst bronies was kind of mud after the first movie. See, here's the thing: they got us to show up to the movie. Every showing was sold out.
Yep.
Pretty much of it. There was also fewer showings of the first one. Way fewer showings than there were of this available. There's a whole other week after this week.
Yes.
At the same theaters, well, at least in our area. And so they got us to the first movie, but the reaction was kind of amongst the bronies amongst the adult fandom. And because of that, that made the expectations for the second movie to be very, very, very low.
Exactly.
It was definitely in the pits. And they're like, okay, we've got to get the bronies back to the theater because, after
money.
Yeah, we like money. And after the first movie, they're not going to show up to the second movie. So they released all these viral videos that weren't even part of the movie. It was all just a setup. And actually, it kind of completes the movie because the movie just starts, we're a band. And if you watch these videos, you see how they become a band, like how they get how they become a band. Let me drive my van into your heart. Let me drive my van into your heart.
So what you're telling me is, we need to get the band back together.
We need to get the van back together.
You need to get the van back together.
Call Joel, who got to repair his van. Wow, no one but the four of us got that. I apologize, audience. No more inside jokes.
No, it's Steven Universe. Let me drive a car into your. Let me drive a van into.
Well, I was talking about Joel's van. Anyway,
I want to drive my van into Rainbow Dash.
So with the expectations low, they had to get the bronies back. They did a great job, viral advertisement. They gave us the kind of the pre-story in it, and then the Sunset Shimmer videos showed up.
Oh.
The ones with Sunset Shimmer. And they released the big song. They did a daring move, and that was to let the Battle of the Band song get out there like 2 months before the movie came out. That was a huge risk, because in the first movie, Helping Twilight Win the Crown was the hype song. That's the song everybody walked away humming. And I don't care what you thought of the movie, you loved that song. And everybody's theater clapped and stomped along to Twilight Win the Crown. It was just so amazing. So they're like, we're going to take this movie's Helping Twilight Win the Crown, which is Battle of the Bands, and we are going to release that early. And it got everyone excited. Like, everyone was like, oh man, this is so intense. And what was great about Battle of the Bands is that it was the thematic reversal of Helping Twilight Win the Crown. Helping Twilight Win the Crown was the girls coming to the cafeteria and getting everyone pumped up and singing a song to get them in line with what they wanted to do. And in this one, you have the three villains, the three sirens, coming in, getting everyone pumped up and singing along to the song to get everyone on board with what they wanted to do. Just the idea is one agenda was a good agenda and one agenda was an evil agenda. So I thought that was a really cool thematically that they were like, hey, the same tactics can be used for good or ill. And really cool.
Brilliant deduction. Let me go ahead and cut you off there for a moment.
Thank you.
Just so I can say something. Don't push me. Kazumi Evans, your voice was fantastic. I just want to go ahead and let you know that I am up for grabs. Please go ahead and let me know in advance. Let me give. Let me have it.
Is she married? Do you care?
I don't think he cares.
A, she's not listening to this cast. 2,
only our parents are. Remember?
That was really bad. Alpha, she's not listening to this cast. And 7, we're moving on. Okay.
I want to believe, man. I want to believe. Anyway, yes, but Kazumi Evans, singing voice of Rarity, and also voice of Adagio.
You have to specify this. So
I did, because
casting choices are so
Kazumi
confusing
Evans was
in
a
this IP.
fantastic villainess.
So good.
She was really good.
Oh my god, yeah, because she sings for Rarity, she sings for Luna. We confirmed that, right? We did our research.
Yes, it's absolutely confirmed. I can confirm this right now.
Four jerks, one cast.
Yes.
Great on comedy, terrible on research.
We're good on comedy?
No.
No, never mind. We're awful.
No,
we're bad at everything.
No,
we're only good. We're only good because we have money to buy.
We're more of on the fly comedy.
On the fly,
like we just think of it on the fly. And
this is
okay.
This is 100% unscripted. If we scripted this would suck. It would be like,
it would be so boring.
Sunset Shimmer was a redeemed villain in this line. It would be so bad.
Speaking of Sunset Shimmer.
Oh, Senpai noticed me so kawaii.
Oh
my feels went so hard towards Sunset Shimmer from the previews to when she was just pretty much overwrought with all of her all of her past transgressions.
How's she not in jail?
Because
why did she not move schools?
Because Twilight forgave her, and in turn everybody else forgave her.
People move schools because of bullying.
Why is
she turned into a she-demon?
Because
why is she still in school?
Because
she's
everyone
an
forgave
unicorn.
her. Because everyone
it seem like she
forgave
could
her.
Be in jail or something.
No one forgave her.
The police forgave her. Police don't forgive. Have you heard of Ferguson?
Oh God, no.
Okay,
back to Rainbow Rocks.
We're not bringing that up.
Don't even go there.
Not going there.
That
was Pandora's rifle.
But yeah, Sunset Shimmer got so much dirt just slapped right into her face. Oh, Remember when we when we went ahead and defeated you? Remember when you turned into that raging she-demon and we tried to go ahead and, stop you from doing whatever it is that you were doing? Okay. Remember that yearbook picture that you actually had and you looked fucking maniacal as crazy and shit?
Remember that running gag?
Said everyone and Celestia.
Oh yeah, Celestia did call her out of being
towards the beginning.
Seven times in the movie, he's like, "Hey guys, remember the time Sunset Shimmer totally blew?
Yeah.
Remember when we all hated her? Those were the days."
Speaking of which, Flash Sentry could eat a dick.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He can eat.
Yeah, fuck you, Brad.
The
So
dicks.
here's my thing with Brad. I was ready to let him have Twilight Sparkle. I was ready to surrender the waifu to Flash Sentry. I was like, he's a good guy. He can have Twilight. We should all calm down and back off.
It's not like anything we can do
and
about it
give this
to stop
whippersnapper a chance. Let he's been nothing but nice and nothing but great the whole time. Even if his character wasn't very interesting and he was just kind of a filler. Like let's back off and let him have his time. And then I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone there. He was a dick and a half to her. It was like if you could have two mods in your deck, that was
And we're back to this now, folks.
But no, hold on. We explained to this.
Dick and a half.
No, he wasn't a dick.
Yes, he was a dick and a half.
Yes, he was a dick.
Okay, so
he was under her spell, but so was everyone else, and everyone else was not that big a dick to them.
I mean, okay.
I don't know. So
magnetism.
Playing puppeteer wasn't that bad, or
flashing
or
a light on a shy person.
Yeah, on a crazy case. She could snap at any moment there.
She wasn't crazy. She was.
Have you seen that episode?
She had stage fright, and that was only towards animals.
You were going to love me or die.
Yeah. No.
She was
no,
very
no,
under.
No.
She's a very under.
I forgive that transgression because he didn't know what he was doing.
That was too much. I couldn't handle that. I was so mad at Flash. At the end of the movie, when he came up and he hugged her and he was like, "Hey, we're such good friends.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was great." I wanted Twilight to just be like, "Listen, bitch.
Yeah.
Hold on. You can't. No. You can't just go back to all huggy after that." Because he broke. Did you see her face in that scene? He broke her fucking heart.
Yeah.
When he was doing that shit, she was ready to break down. Already in distress. She should have been like, "No, we don't just go back to that. We don't just. That's not how this works, honey."
She is kind of the princess of friendship, so she is supposed to forgive and forget.
But you're also not supposed to put up with abuse. He's basically.
But it's not like he's consistently abusive.
That's true, and if he never.
So that time that one day your eyes start glowing green and you're a huge dick to me, I'll remember.
Austin, you can argue. Okay, he was under a spell. Fine. Remember that time when the power of love defeated a fucking evildoer? You remember that? That was also a spell.
Yeah.
And it overcame it. So
I don't know.
Oh, I guess if he's really sorry.
So if we also have to make sure we get mad at Shining Armor because he was brain controlled that whole time. How come he didn't stop or do anything?
Technically, he wasn't really brain controlled. He was being drained of magic.
He was brain controlled.
He was
mind controlled.
He wasn't brain controlled.
Yeah, he was.
No, guys.
He also thought it was Cadence.
I'm actually going to go ahead and go into
the road to hell is paved with good intent.
I'm actually going to go into further detail with this. The reason why Shining Armor was so well with Queen Chrysalis, or Princess Miyamori Cadenza as we'll call it, is because he pretty much thought it was her. He thought it was his fiance, and the only reason why Twilight only knew about this is because she intended for that to happen. I've actually watched a video about this, and it brought up a lot of good points. Queen Chrysalis was a master tactician about this.
Either way, then.
Then
maybe let's put it this way. Maybe the Sirens basically kind of figured out that Flash was kind of like their good friend and kind of turned their only friends against them, making them pushing more over the edge of fighting.
That's true because they were able to
Princess Celestia were your rulers.
They were very able to strategically select. They were able to be selective about the people that they manipulated and manipulate them extra. So that's a good point. They could have specifically manipulated Flash Sentry to be
an extra asshole.
To be all aggro on them and all that stuff. But
and maybe that also explains too why Photo Finish and Snails did the extra step of sabotaging them specifically.
Yeah, because they told them to do that.
Yeah, sure they all wanted to win, but the only people they sabotaged was them.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
like-
Because the trio said, oh, like I hope, like I don't remember how the line went, but they basically said we're going to sabotage their band. We want them to sabotage
it's like,
their band.
Who here wouldn't want to get a crack at these people?
Yeah, it's like someone just needs to push them over the edge. But they manipulated them to do that, and they also directly manipulated Trixie later when they got Trixie to be
Yes.
To be,
But they didn't
to be
have to do a song for that one.
They didn't have to.
Ego.
They didn't have to try too hard. Trixie didn't seem like she was manipulated. She just seemed like Trixie. I felt like I feel like Trixie would do this anyway.
Yeah, she committed a crime like kidnapping.
I mean, because honestly, if you go into headcanon, and I'm going to go into sheer headcanon here, Trixie was trying to go ahead and go about being the best showmare she can be because of family and whatnot, and she needs to push herself, so that's why she ended up going to, and this is actually further canon, not headcanon, but this is pure canon. She was actually in the gifted, the gifted school of
Unicorns?
high intelligent unicorns.
Celestia's School for Gifted
Yes.
Unicorns. How do we know that?
It was actually confirmed by one of the
Books.
No, not by one of the books, but actually
Comics?
one of the writers.
Oh.
It was pretty much confirmed. I saw it in the Question
So-
Daily.
Which
Yeah,
writer?
so I'm pretty sure now that kind of redeems Flash a little bit.
You would have to pull it up in a Question Daily. I can't remember when, but it was like last year when this was actually written.
Woo! Heated debate over Brad.
I know. I know.
Well, yeah, well, basically, okay. So if Flash Sentry is very sorry and he promises to never do it again,
Oh, I'll
I
never
guess-
get mind controlled again. I'm sorry. I was evilly corrupted.
I just wanted a little bit of recognition
That happened.
that he fucked up. I was sad that Twilight was just immediately like.
She's just like, oh, you're good again.
Because
Thank you.
it's basically like oh, you can be terrible to me and treat me like shit all the time. I'll always come back to you.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which,
I did it to Alex all the time, and he's still over here.
I mean,
speaking of fucking which, let me go ahead and go to this point. Do you remember when Twilight ends up jumping from dimension to dimension, and Sunset Shimmer offers her a hand, and she was like, "I'm not gonna fucking touch
Yeah.
that."
yeah, like
That was something.
So
That was
resentful.
something of like she accepted her as a person, as I guess an acquaintance towards the end of the movie, when she was like, "Oh, well, this is how you start. This is how you start being a friend."
Yeah.
But then she was like, "I don't fucking know you," and then she had to think about it. It's like, wait, she transformed. She actually tried to.
It's like the Numama all over again.
Nightmare
She tried to make up for her past ways, and she was like, "Let me go ahead and give
yeah.
her a shot."
See, that's the thing. Like she personally was there for the conversion of Sunset Shimmer. She was the catalyst for it.
Yeah.
And then when she saw Sunset Shimmer again, her initial reaction was,
Yeah, I was like, "Why?"
But directly after Flash Sentry basically broke her heart, her reaction is squee as soon as he runs back to her arms again.
I don't know. She never really had a
also
boyfriend, and
pregnant.
she's also a nerd.
Yeah.
Nerds tend to be that way.
There goes
A little-
the nerd following.
No,
There goes our following.
Unsubscribe,
No,
unsubscribe.
honestly, it is a pretty correct thing to say. Nerds tend to take hold to who actually likes them the most. But I mean, that goes with saying with everybody, but nerds have a certain way, and I can say this because I am a nerd myself.
It's okay. My friends are nerds.
I'm a I'm currently making myself the poster child for I love you. Let
Say
me be
the
with
N word.
you.
Don't worry, because I'm black.
Kawhi.
Okay, we're not going that
That's
far.
what I heard.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
No, we're not going that far. That is a very, very picky thing that we're going to go into another time.
Maybe.
Maybe. Anyway,
Well,
back to the
we
movie.
don't need to go into that.
Back to the movie. So
that's Brad.
This took a very racist turn.
Yeah, it did.
That was awkward.
Filthy mud ponies.
So let's make it better. Let's talk about Maud. And
Yeah.
the best part of the movie.
The only
I
part of the
wouldn't
movie.
necessarily say the best part of the movie,
it
but
was
at the
the
same
best part
time,
of
it
the
was
movie.
like, wow, that was pretty much just out of the blue.
It was definitely the best part of the movie. I have to say, as we led up to this movie, we were getting the spoilers and the things coming out, and Sunset Shimmer was showing up in this stuff. Sunset Shimmer was rising on my waifu chart, and right before I saw the movie, she had gotten so high she had passed Coco Pamel on my waifu chart, and that's pretty significant because Coco Pamel is way up there on my waifu
Despite
chart.
her airtime.
Despite her airtime.
She was busy giving Suri her coffee.
I mean, give Coco Pamel an episode and, well, let's see what happens. But, like, for now, Sunset Shimmer passed Coco Pamel on my waifu list, and she got so high, she was already just about ready to challenge Maud on my waifu list. And during the duration of this movie, she was doing so well, I was like, wow, I think she's passing Maud on my waifu list. But then, lo and behold, Maud shows up in the movie to defend her title.
And she shows
and
her the
successfully held off Sunset Shimmer on my wife who lose just barely. Just by an edge.
It's a fight.
It is because Maud showed her rock.
Exactly. She only needed one little scene. Boulder was hungry. And then she dumped Triscuits on the floor.
I will have to say that particular scene scared the hell out of me. I'm like,
oh my god.
Yeah, both me and Anthony jumped. We're like, oh.
Oh fuck.
By the way, there's a fucking jump scare.
Yeah, there's a jump scare in this children's movie.
Spooky.
it's too spooky.
Not for the faint of heart.
Spooky wookie.
Spooky. No, yeah, that's
that was
part of the movie.
That was all. That was all the
this
Maud.
much whipped cream.
Yeah.
Pinky needs all that whipped cream.
Needs all of the whipped cream.
I know. I want to know her secrets. How does she keep food around and no roaches?
I chalk it up. I chalk it up to that dimension.
Exactly.
I chalk it up to that particular dimension.
Roaches are gross, and little girls wouldn't like roaches, so therefore there's no roaches.
Very true.
Too true.
Very true. You definitely do have a point there.
I like it when Spike is just like, I get to go too, right? Into the Mirrorverse, even though the other 5 of them don't. And like, yeah, you tested well in our test audience, so yeah you get to go.
Twilight's just like,
Also, I love that adorable. I love that adorable moment where he was like, "I'm prepping up to get ready to run towards that door," and all I could think of was Daffy Duck in Space Jam saying, "It's gut check time," and proceeds to run towards one of the Monstars. That's all I could think of.
I don't remember Space Jam. That was a long time ago.
just go look at the website. Just go look at it's still up.
I'm surprised everybody was
Now
like
we're
dead
sponsored
silent
by,
about that. I'm like,
Space Jam now?
what? No one else, really?
We're sponsored by everyone. No one
Everyone
else.
gives us money.
Yes. How do you think we live?
Also, the animation.
Oh my gosh,
was
those
Oh,
mouths.
yeah.
Yeah, I felt like that was stepped up.
like
Yeah.
the feels moment
Arousal.
where Sunset Shimmer notices that her friends were being absorbed by the siren's powers.
Yeah,
and
she's
it's that close up scene where
That,
she
that
just
dynamic
Oh my
angle.
god, they're absorbing their powers.
I was
and then
like-
they're gonna absorb me.
Oh
my
God!
I didn't want it to go that way, but it happened.
Oh my Celestia.
Oh,
They're absorbing their powers, and then they're gonna absorb
Oh
me.
god, so good.
That's pretty good.
And then this movie became a Marvel movie.
Oh
did.
yeah.
After the credits.
It did. I was actually kind of
like
surprised
that.
about that.
I like
and
that.
I before I even seen the movie,
It's real.
my friend was like, "You gotta watch it, but you gotta watch after the movie." I'm like, "Bitch, this ain't no Marvel movie." And then it turned into a Marvel movie. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
Megan McCarthy is like, I'm not saying you have to stay after the credits, but you should stay
Yeah,
after the
Did
credits.
she tweet that?
Yeah.
She actually did tweet that.
Yeah.
I had no thing to go up against that. I was like, as soon as I saw it afterwards, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Jeez.
Okay, so
Social media.
can we talk about OC colorings and Monster High
Can we
rejects?
talk about what we
boy.
were just talking about, which is Twilight? The Equestria
Yeah.
Girls universe Twilight showing up. She freaking like Criminal Minds. Like
yeah.
she had like the wall with
Yeah.
like all the lines and things going.
What
She's
the
like,
fuck
"This
is going on
Dude,
here?
what is going on at that? There's
Was that a giant magic space unicorn?
definitely something going on from that in that school. 2 giant magical events that like made huge apparitions in the sky. But you know, it's my detective work that has told me there's something weird going on.
Nice
at that
job there,
school.
Professor Twilight.
I'm pretty sure that you know everyone in the town, including the police, are like, there's something going on in
Yeah.
that school.
Speaking of stands, that epic battle towards the end, though.
Speaking of Sam.
Speaking of Sunset's Bizarre Adventure, which I believe was the name of the movie we saw.
Sunset,
Yeah,
yo, overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yes. Like that whole particular scene itself, and the little mashup of the songs back and forth. Welcome to the show,
Oh, the battle.
and the music in my
The-
soul.
the
I
literal-
was like, what is happening here? What are my ears being subject to? This beauty, this everything, and my eyes. I saw them turn into sirens, and then towards the end, they bring in this galactic alicorn thing. I'm like,
Shooby-doo,
What?
shooby-doo.
what?
Not close enough to sea ponies.
They're
I will
close.
applaud when they were sea ponies, but those were not sea ponies.
They were pretty close.
They
were
were-
siren ponies.
They were really
No,
close.
they were sea ponies with draconic features.
Yeah,
They have
weren't
hooves.
quite Shooby-Doo. They might be Shooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, for our Dark Lord Satan.
Throwing up the sign. Throwing
Oh
up
my
the horn.
gosh! Did you see the Dark
Oh my
Lord
God.
Satans?
Yeah.
Oh my god, when their amulets glowed and they were like chanting, I was like, Satan, 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 Satan.
Were you really?
I was.
Yeah, he was.
Every time he was going,
Lucifer?
Satan, 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 Satan. I got Alex doing
Satan, Satan.
Blue and Chloe were like, shut up. So great.
Yeah, I apologize to Chloe because I was actually having my black time with my friend Jamel.
I regret nothing.
She
Chloe,
was
if you're listening to this, allow me to unapologize. Allow me to anti-apologize for everything that occurred in the movie. I'm ashamed of nothing. I love you, Chloe.
She doesn't watch this.
She could if
I'm
we
going
send
to
her
make
the
her.
link.
I'm going to make her.
You're going to post this to CFB, she's going to see it anyway. And then you're going to immediately say in your message, I'm sorry, Chloe.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
But yeah, like the movie was pretty amazing compared to the first one because think of the first one as a pilot. Like they were testing the waters to see if they would actually like it. And as you did mention before, their expectations for this movie were really low. The bronies, the fandom, any adult person that likes My Little Pony, they thought this was going to be really bad. But in my opinion, I thought it was actually fairly good for, going something completely out of subject to what we're used to. You were used to Technicolor color pastel horses that are marshmallow and whatnot, and they gave us humans. They had a pony come to the human world testing things, grabbing her boobs, apparently, because that was the thing that they were trying to be like, no, let's not have that. But the movie itself was actually very good. And then the second one blew my goddamn mind, and everybody loved it. And I'm like, I'm glad I came by. Thank you, Anthony, for actually having me and our grumpy friend Joel change our minds to come by.
You're welcome for forcing you and kidnapping you to come to this movie. Like you,
No.
You and Joel both canceled. So yeah. Well, anyway. We almost didn't all go to the movie, but then we all went to the movie, so it all worked out okay.
I don't know about you guys.
This is the part we're writing in Doug's journal now, so it all worked out okay.
Speaking of journal, vibrating books.
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they have cell phones in their world.
So books are peepers.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Books are peepers.
We have message sending spell books. The pink one had many.
I actually thought of that as a good plot twist. How they were actually going to get in contact with Princess Twilight, I had no idea.
I liked my headcanon.
Suddenly Sunset Shimmer just comes out of nowhere and she was like, oh,
yeah, that's right.
I still held this book. Incoming feels, everyone. I might have actually felt a lot of regret from when I was actually being a student for Princess Celestia. That's why I still kept it to remind me of the things that I actually did once learn.
Right.
Being shit tier.
She was not shit tier. She was very hasty in trying to get her power. Like every other pony that actually wanted that was hungry for power. They were like, you don't know what friendship is about. If you don't know friendship, you don't have power. Discord had to learn that.
Well, the highest power is friendship. I mean, there are a lot of...
Yeah, second tier is love.
Second tier is love?
Second tier is love.
Well, because a lot of these villains had power but no friendship. But, like, they couldn't beat friendship because it was the most powerful thing.
Yeah, but as I mentioned before, second tier is love because that only repelled the changelings away from the Candlelight Castle.
Well, isn't friendship just... No, love is just another form of friendship.
Yeah, but
it's more than friendship.
It's kind of two sides of the same coin.
It's a lower tier because you're more concentrated.
I don't think it's a lower tier.
Well, in
the show,
in a question and roll, it is.
In actual feels.
In actual feels, love is pretty much up there.
Love conquers all, except for a helicopter with destructive missiles. Nothing beats that.
Destructive missiles.
So what you're saying is that these villains could not win because they didn't have friends. So what happens when they form like a coalition?
Oh my gosh, Legion of Doom!
Legion of Doom, yes!
The Villain Alliance.
The Villain Alliance, and then they all have friends.
That's the next thing.
I have to say this, GG Nori.
That's the season 5 finale.
Yeah.
Is all of the unreformed villains come together
but
and
they're all
like,
dead.
You can't beat us, we have the magic of friendship. And they're like, we have the magic of friendship. And they go hand in hand and they're like, we're all friends.
Yeah.
Genuine friends together. Fuck you, but we are genuine friends together, and we're going to fuck you with our friendship magic. And they're like, no, you're not real friends, you're going to betray each other. Nope, real friends. And they're like, shit, they have a real bond of friendship.
Yeah.
And it's matching our power because they have the magic of friendship.
And then they're
Season
also
5
evil.
finale,
And then they're also evil, so they
Stop
win.
smacking me.
I refuse.
No, hang on. Stop smacking me.
It'll probably work out just as well as it did in the Powerpuff Girls and in Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because that happened in both of those as well.
The things I do for love.
Hashtag Lauren Faust.
A couple times, I think.
Yeah. I remember where Courage like starts tearing his fur, screaming bloody murder to actually bury all of his enemies.
Yeah.
Underneath the house.
God, Courage.
That was a very
Courage was a thing.
That was a terrible surprise.
You're not perfect.
No! Get out! Change subjects! Change subject! No, fuck that face!
Return the slab.
Get out! No! Change!
The man in Gauze. King
Ramses!
The man in Gauze. I love that song! That was the best song ever.
I want that my ringtone.
The man in Gauze. That was such a good song. But before we derail off of the actual epic movie that is Rainbow Rocks, Rainbow Dash was an absolute jerk.
Yes. She fit her character.
Good. I wanted.
No. I'm talking on C-T levels. I'm not going to say that because that's very misogynistic.
Thank you, Vince. I wanted to segue to this. This was a big point for me. I didn't like how Rainbow Dash's character was expressed in this movie. I didn't like and here's one part where the first movie actually excels over the second movie, and that's Rainbow Dash's character. Rainbow Dash's character was nailed, perfect.
She was trying to find someone like to find a good leader to follow behind.
Yeah, exactly. She wanted to follow someone that she felt was worthy of being followed, and it was really good, and it perfectly expressed Rainbow Dash's personality and her character and her values and her element of loyalty. Done so well. Yeah, it's a great element of loyalty in this movie.
Oh, jeez.
No, fuck you guys. This is my thing.
It was Mare-Duel levels of just...
That was, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mare-Duel douchey. Yes, absolute Mare-Duel douchey. She was like, this is my band. We're going to go ahead and do everything that I want it to be. You guys were off. I was doing perfect. I need to go ahead and shred for 5 more hours to make sure that everything is correct the way I want it to be, so that way I can pick up the slack for you. Get the fuck off your high horse, Rainbow.
Yeah. Hey, we made it. We make yolk.
Unscripted jokes.
So there's a subtle difference in Rainbow Dash's kind of character and arrogant jerks. There's a very subtle difference, and it makes all of the difference for Rainbow Dash's character.
Do keep in mind, she still is an arrogant jerk. She just tones it down for her friends, I believe.
It's more than that. It's actually a little bit more than her just toning it down for her friends. The difference between Rainbow Dash and like an insufferable dick is Rainbow Dash is full of herself. She's very arrogant. She knows how awesome she is. She likes telling everyone how awesome she is. She's very big. She's very big on herself, and that's fine. The problem, and this is the subtle difference, is she's never full of herself at the expense of others. Mm-hmm. That's what an arrogant dick is. An arrogant dick is full of themselves at the expense of others. Rainbow Dash is very, very aware of how great she is. She's very full of herself, and she expresses to others how full of herself is. She does not bring others down in the process.
To raise herself up. That's a bully.
Exactly. She does not bring herself down.
No, bring others down.
Bring others down to raise herself up. That's what an arrogant prick would do. See, Rainbow Dash wants her friends and the people around her in her life to be awesome and happy as well. That's where the element of loyalty comes in. That's the big difference. Is she has that forward personality, that look at me, look how awesome I am. A little bit of narcissist. Hey, could say the performer personality. She has a bit of that, but she wants to better the people around her. That's the difference.
But she has a dickish way to say it.
And I'm completely okay with that dickish way of saying it, and I get really upset when Spurglords just hop on Rainbow Dash and be like, I don't like her. She's just like those bully jocks in high school. And this is one of the reasons those bully jocks beat you up. I'm sorry. And I that just pissed off a lot of people. Unsubscribe. But I feel like I have a place to say this because
that implies you have subscribers in the first place.
True. I was one of those bullied Spurglords who got beat up or whatever by like jerks and jocks. Or
I'm sorry, I was one of the cool kids.
No, well, good for you. I'm glad you were one of the cool kids. I was not one of the cool kids.
I was also one of the bullied ones.
And before any jocks get upset with me, I lettered in 2 sports, swimming and water polo, so I was technically a jock as well.
Varsity combo.
I varsity lettered in 2 sports, and I was a drama kid, and I was a complete fucking nerd and Spurglord and got beat up and shit. and I'm able to tell the difference between somebody who has that alpha personality, that dominant personality, but isn't a dick about it. Somebody who truly has a good heart, and somebody who actually is selfish to the point of they're just insufferable, you know, and that they forsake others for themselves. Rainbow Dash is about herself. She very much carries her own flag and toots her own horn, but you know what? She wants you to be there along with her.
But they didn't show that in the movie.
Absolutely did not, and that's what failed. The Rainbow Dash I know. I think that most of us know from the show. I felt that Rainbow Dash would have been more about, hey, we're all in this together. However, for the sake of plot convenience, they needed a conflict, and it was really, really easy to make a conflict out of Rainbow Dash's arrogance. And I felt that while that made for a good story, it was at the expense of Rainbow Dash's character.
All right, well, so I'm gonna clip back on my cape here. I saved Brad. I can probably save this one real quick. I believe the scenarios and scenarios that happened. I believe like the sirens kind of pushed them in certain ways and pushed some buttons. She was already arrogant as it was before even the sirens showed up. Obviously, refusing to play like
that's the thing.
Sweeping the song under the table.
She was already in full dick. She was in full dick mode before the sirens.
It just pushed her right over the edge to really.
She was already over the edge. She was already over the edge. She was already full dick mode before the sirens. Mm-hmm. So the sirens excuse doesn't work. They aggravated it more. They did escalate it, but it was already at too high of a level before the sirens. Good. If she was like the Rainbow Dash from the first movie, and then the sirens showed up, and then she went to that level, I would have been like, okay, that was part of the sirens thing.
That's acceptable.
That was part of the sirens thing. But it's because she was already too hot. She was already too high on the dick before the sirens showed up.
Mod Pie was even jealous.
Yeah, Mod Pie was jealous
and
of that.
I hate to interject, but that actually does bring up a good point. My thing is that, and you are correct, Rainbow Dash actually wants to make herself awesome and make everybody else feel awesome for the sake of herself, because, you know, without anybody else, she would feel alone, and she would actually, you know, proceed to continue to beat herself up.
Party one.
But my thing is that, I mean, even though the band did get together, who the hell is she trying to impress? She was pretty much going towards the point where she's like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and be the best there is. But who are you trying to...
The other kids in school. That's a high school thing.
Yeah, that's a huge high school thing.
That part made sense to me.
Also, on the note of high school things, how come everyone can play instruments and no one's making a career out of this?
Movie.
Movie.
Why
logic, movie.
The same reason everyone in Greece was a professional dancer.
That is true.
Movie.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. Like, that's part of... It's a musical movie about high school. That's part of the suspension of disbelief. Everyone is going to be top-tier talent-wise. So that's just how it works.
Well, there were only a few top-tier talent-wise. There was Trixie, there was the Rain Booms, there was the Dazzler.
Telling Octavia she's not top-tier.
There was
let me finish.
There was not Snips and Snails.
There was Octavia. Snips and Snails
By the way,
fodder.
the Snails Flava Flav reference with the clock. Like, that was
my god, that was the absolute
Snails
worst.
had a Flava Flav clock.
That was the absolute hilarious. Worst. I could not believe.
That was your cringe moment.
Just like,
that was your cringe moment.
That just happened. I was like, get the hell out of here.
Please do not drop the microphone.
Yeah, please don't drop the microphone.
That was amazing. That was amazing towards the end where they just dropped the mics and everybody's just cringing over.
Yeah. Please don't drop the mics.
Please don't drop my microphones.
I was like, oh god,
anyone still just don't like Princess Exposition and Wanna? I don't like them.
Yeah,
they don't look right.
They're definitely not my favorites.
They don't look right. They don't.
I think Celestia looks fine. Luna, not a whole lot.
Not even Celestia.
Well, the thing is you're saying that because she's blue skinned. She has
her facial. Oh, that
and her like outfits and how she's like presented.
They're principals.
They're principals. They're not supposed to look flashy.
See, that's the thing is I don't like them very much. I definitely don't identify with them the way I do with their pony, counterparts. However, they serve their purpose in the narrative, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I see nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
I absolutely see nothing wrong with them.
Yeah,
like as principals, they pretty much fulfill the role that they were meant to play.
Yeah, they do seem like high school principals. Like that part works fine. They serve the role in the narrative, so it's not distracting for me to not relate to them the way that I do with their pony characters. But you know what? Whatever.
Well, it's also like saying here's a high school teacher and here's a god.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
God incarnate.
There's nothing wrong with it. They fulfill their roles. They're doing fine. Just leave them alone.
Yeah.
Design-wise, I mean, Luna definitely did improve from the first one, and Celestia still looked the same because she was actually normal-skinned, while Luna is, like, blue.
Normal skin? Are you saying white's the default color?
I like white.
No, she was not white. She was definitely of...
Cream?
Ah.
Hey, there's a bunny.
Yeah, I freaked out because there was a rabbit sniffing my foot.
Professionalism.
A wild bunny is in our podcast.
Okay, we're derailing again.
We are derailing. But yeah, but just to give a little bit of myself away.
For Xerxes' kick.
For personality-wise. So basically, one of the reasons that I actually identify with Rainbow Dash a lot, instead of being like, I don't like her, she reminds me of my bully, is one of the ways that I recovered from being socially awkward, you know, and being like terrified just to be in social situations all the time, is I kind of figured out that you need a little bit of that Rainbow Dash personality. You have to
help lift yourself up.
Yeah, you have to be able to carry your own flag and toot your own horn a bit. And then I figured out, like, oh, you can do that and not be a giant asshole.
Yeah, so that's absolutely true.
All you have to do is have those personality traits that made all those people I hated popular and not be a dick about it. You can do both.
There's a word for that. Confidence.
Yes. You can have that confidence.
I'm so depressed and moody. Can you read my poetry? All those people in high school that just get depressed.
Yeah, and I'm gonna.
So when I saw Rainbow Dash, I was immediately in My Little Pony when I first started watching. I was like, yes, that's the goal. Is to be able to be all about yourself like that, but still be about your friends and the people around you. So that's why I super identify with Rainbow Dash.
And honestly, I don't personify myself with Rainbow Dash. I personify myself
identify,
more.
Not personify.
Well, identify, personify, same difference. Anyway.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not.
Are you a chair? Are you an animal?
What's
are you a horse?
Are you?
No. Pretty much
are you a non-human, non-sentient entity that has been given human aspects?
Pretty much, we can identify ourselves with horses. We can personify ourselves as horses too, because they don't know who we are.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
They don't know who we are.
Do I need to Google personification?
Please, let me finish. Anyway,
please finish.
Yes, identify. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and use the definition identify. I identify myself. Shut up. Or I identify myself with Rarity because I mean you can have the confidence, but I don't see myself as really the kind of narcissistic type of person. I mean, I will toot my own horn. Yes, I do have goals that I have accomplished, and I will go ahead and go off about it. But I will not be a complete asshole about it like some certain people. Overall, it's like I mean.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
What? What do you mean, you people?
Anyway, yeah, like, as Rarity being a generous type of person, she will go ahead and say, you know, I've done the things because she earned it. That's how most people work. That's how most people work sometimes. I mean, there's sometimes where it's like Rainbow Dash is like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and toot my own horn because I've actually got the sleek body. I have the skills to make myself look like a prima donna of almost everything awesome. While Rarity is like, she's kind of subtle about it, and at the same time, she kind of brings a dynamic flow to it where she's like, I'm gonna go ahead and show this off, and not be like...
Except for in those outfits.
Okay.
We're not gonna talk about the outfits. I'm being serious mode.
Let's save that for later. Are you ready to be wrong? Most of what you're saying is great. It's right, but are you ready to be wrong?
Oh, about definitions? I believe personify and
personification is a figure of speech in which a thing, an idea, or an animal is given human attributes. The non-human objects are portrayed in such a way that they feel they have the ability to act like human beings. You can't personify people.
You can identify.
I'm saying you're personifying yourself as
on your notion.
No, you can't personify. I'm already human. You can't personify me. I'm already a person. Yeah. You can only personify non-human. The non-human objects are portrayed in such a way that we feel as they can act like human beings.
Eyes on a chair.
To personify, it has to not be human. Mm-hmm. We can personify the bunny. We can personify my empty beer bottle. We could personify my drunken feelings, and that's an idea.
Do you need a hug?
But on the note of what you were saying about identifying with a character,
go ahead.
I finally reached the point now to where I just identify with just the entire cast. like all the main six. Pull aspects from everyone, but don't belittle anyone else. Like over the fact that pull from this, pull from this, pull from this.
Vince is wrong. Vince is wrong. Ball is dead. I'm playing the track backwards. Ball is dead. Ball is dead. Ball is Vince is wrong. Vince is wrong. Vince is wrong.
Shut the fuck up, Anthony. What the fuck?
You were wrong, Leonidas.
Continue.
You were wrong.
Yeah, I mean that goes without saying that every brony can identify themselves.
Yeah. Which is now
they can identify themselves with the main six. Like each and every one of them, they can. Because
John
everybody has a shy moment. Everyone has a studious moment. Everyone has a generous moment. Everyone has a hardworking, honest moment. Everyone has their narcissistic douchebag moment, and everybody has their happy-go-lucky, ha-ha, tee-hee moment.
Austin, did that hit a little too close to home?
A little bit.
The narcissistic douchebag part.
Ow. I'm hurt now.
It was great.
It wasn't aimed at you. He said every brony. You realize that, right?
Not from you.
I was saying, I was saying every brony. I wasn't pointing it towards you. If you want to feel
better
about it.
You pointed it at my waifu.
So was there a movie we watched recently?
No.
Rainbow Rocks.
Yeah, we watched Star Wars. Star Wars the musical.
Yeah. Cool. Where's your waifu pillow?
It's a good-ass question.
Good-ass question. Oh, gosh.
Not here.
Austin claims he has a girlfriend, but we don't believe him.
Yeah.
She's not right.
I've already confirmed that I have a cuddle pillow myself, and she's currently waiting for me on Sunday.
Does she have auburn orangish hair? And a cute kawaii smile.
That's my wife.
And a charming.
She has a charming
new
personality.
You know, a used to be bad girl, but now a good girl.
Why are you hitting this so close to home? How are you being right about this? Because
I'm just describing the shimmer.
By the way, let me explain to you how much Shimmer has changed for me. Is that for my main six, Twilight's not on the main six roster anymore. Shimmer's on the main six.
Replaced.
So you're going
Twilight Sparkle crossed out name Sunset Shimmer.
So you're going with the EQG main six.
Nailed it.
EQG main six.
It's pretty much the same. It's Sunset Shimmer being the Twilight Sparkle of that universe.
But what happens when the Twilight Sparkle of that universe comes?
Sunset
Shimmer. They burn her at the stake.
Sunset Shimmer. Oh my God. Sunset Shimmer is raising in the rank. Maud better watch out or get more screen time. Because every time she gets on screen, she defends her title.
Don't worry, they both show up about the same amount of time.
Don't worry. Like, I mean, I'm just okay. If Sunset Shimmer passes Maud and then somehow passes Rarity, that's just like unheard of. And
like seriously,
and like I don't see her passing Rarity, but I mean she's pretty high on the list. And by the way, if I ever say that someone has passed Applejack on my waifu list, shoot me in the head because that's the copy.
I would do that.
I am dead or I'm in like a pod cell somewhere. That's not me.
Like honestly, the whole movie was pretty much pretty much it was the high school life of Sunset Shimmer. The high school life of Sunset Shimmer was Rainbow Rocks to a whole. Like the fact that she tried to redeem herself for her past boo-boos, as we'll go ahead and say from the movie itself. She definitely did really well. She has tried to protect herself, protect her friends, tried to make up for everything that she has done, knowing that she fucked up and she wanted to make a change. And I see that as a good, very good character development. Good God, that was amazing character development.
Okay, so who here would want to watch a TV series of Equestria?
Yes.
Yes, everyone.
Watch it.
Everyone, yeah.
Watch it now.
I
was
before this movie. No, after this movie, yes.
Before
got me.
Before the movie, yes.
So like, there's not a lot of like the band thing. That probably was just a one-time thing. But it's just their life in high school.
The band, Mike, they could
maybe even moving past high school.
They could still
college.
Whatever. They could still be in a.
No, we're not going to Dog.
Saved by the Bell, the later
we're not going to Disney Dog.
Oh, Disney Dog, Saved by the Bell, the later. Oh, the college years were terrible. Saved by the Bell.
Oh boy.
They were.
When the professor drops a test, I know I'm in a mess.
Shut up.
Because my dog ate my midterm notes last night.
Do.
But yeah,
Saved by the.
I don't want to watch.
No, we're gonna go ahead and go back. Yeah, I will watch it. I will watch an EQG spinoff. I will watch it even before the movie came out. Like it seemed like an okay idea, but at the same time, the Hasbro dolls are kind of throwing me off. I'm like,
oh, yeah,
who cares? Who cares about the toys?
Yeah, they're hard to fat too.
But not impossible. Not impossible.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but the previews were definitely getting me hyped. Like I would have been close to wanting the EQG
What's
thing.
that over the horizon? Is that the hype train?
It is.
Oh,
I love riding the hype train. But like, I needed the movie to confirm it. I needed the movie to be really, really good, and it did not disappoint. It was fantastic. I might still have moviegoer goggles on. I might find more things wrong. Like, I didn't think about the Rainbow Dash thing until a couple hours after the movie, so I might think of more things later. We might want to do this again after our theater goggles are taken off. Yeah. Because after the first Equestria Girls movie, I walked out of that movie, oh, that was the greatest thing ever! And then I thought about the movie for a week, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Maybe not so.
I don't know, like,
hype goggles.
Like, currently my movie goggles right now are half on, half off. Because I can see the movie for what it was, and I can also see the hype for what the movie cost.
Yeah, that's true. The Rainbow Dash thing kind of sobered me up.
Yeah, the Rainbow Dash thing was like, come on!
It's
like,
little
don't
things.
write Rainbow Dash like that. Seriously, that's not her.
What are you doing, Megan McCarthy? You fucking up.
Yeah, fucking up.
What's going on?
No, it's just the little things you just gotta look past. It's like also the other side too, like even the first movie, how it was eventually nitpicked into oblivion.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't be true bronies if we didn't get eternal fulfillment out of the hard work that the creators put through, and then criticize them to death and tell them that they don't know what they're doing over the tiny things. We wouldn't be bronies unless we did that. Yeah. Be like, oh my god, I loved everything about your movie except this one thing, and because of that one thing, you fucked up. What's wrong with you?
I love the flow of emotions right there. That was perfect. That was absolutely astonishing.
That one thing, oh my god, that totally destroys the 99 things I loved.
So, on topic of the main topic of songs, like over the whole thing, what was everyone's favorite song? Because my favorite song, I don't really like Trixie, but I wanted to hear the rest of the Trixie song.
And
okay, my favorite song rhymes with Cattle in the Vans.
Cattle in the Vans.
Done.
That's my favorite
I
song.
quit.
We lost Austin. It's now 3 jerks, 1 cast.
Is it helping Twilight win the
Already,
car?
you get the poster already made up, and now it's just crossed out. Where like a 3's crossed out with the red inside.
I seriously have a problem with that because I can't just choose one song because Under Our Spell was a good song.
But one will shine above the rest.
Let's be real. There was one song that did shine above the rest.
Battle of the Bands is good.
Battle of the Bands won the Battle of the Songs. Like that's just how
There's
it goes.
other songs.
Like,
again,
there were other. Okay, it wasn't like the last movie where it was like
Twilight Win the Crown, and then nothing.
There was Twilight Win the Crown, and then there was some other stuff that sounded like the same song. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel Ingram. I love your work.
I love your work too, Daniel Ingram. Please don't sue us.
We're such Spurglord, nitpicking bronies. That's
or jerks, 1 cast. Let's keep that in mind.
We are jerks.
But yeah, like Under Our Spell, Welcome to the Show, Battle of the Bands, all the dancing songs.
Very true.
The Satan song.
It felt like this. Satan, 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 Satan. Ah, Satan, Satan, Satan. Yeah, I felt like this was a more complete soundtrack, and that there were more like songs that you walk out remembering.
Yeah. Speaking of which, guys, the original motion soundtrack is currently on download on YouTube.
And now we're sponsored by Hasbro themselves. All right,
We've reached the core. We have to go deeper.
I have downloaded this before all of this has happened.
Now all we have to do is be subscribed by Mando Pony, and then our lives are complete. That's all we
subscribe
need.
to Mando
We will
Pony.
finally get to be horse famous.
We do not believe Mando Pony is a pedophile. There we got him. He's in our pocket
Yeah, it's
now.
still relevant. That's still relevant.
Everything's
look, it's 2000.
Everything /MLP has ever said about Mando Pony is wrong. There we go. Now he likes us.
Yeah, he loves us now.
Why do they hate Mando? I don't get it.
Because he hanged out with the CMCs.
Because he what?
He hanged out with the CMCs, so everyone called him a pedo.
What? Oh, wow, what an asshole.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh,
that was it. He wasn't a dick.
You can say the same thing about Black Griffin.
Yeah, I was about to say, is Black Griffin a pedophile too?
No, he's just cool.
He knows the whole Creeper family, and so does Mando Pony. Mando Pony knows the Creeper family.
Yeah, he knows Claire Collette. He knows Michelle Creeper. He knows Skulu. I forget her name.
I mean,
sorry.
MLP is Spurglord Central. /MLP is Spurglord Central anyway.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it's because
you mean
/MLP. Black Griffin's a little more likable, I guess, than Mando Pony.
I don't know. I believe that they're just jealous.
More?
They're absolutely just jealous.
Black Griffin has a bigger personality.
And I think
He has that star personality.
Yeah.
I met him at the Grand Brody Gala. He had that star personality.
But I think Mando Pony, the reason he probably hanged out with the CMCs was because it was a contract for something.
Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff together. And Black Ribbon's done a ton of stuff with Michelle.
I think it's because they wanted to do something.
I can tell you probably why the difference is. The difference is Mando Pony responded. There's the difference.
Oh, that's where he fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like he didn't do anything bad. It's just he should have just let that fizzle.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a flash in the pan and gone. But because he responded
about
that would. And obviously, we don't know this confirmed. We're just speculating.
It's not 2012 anymore, so we don't know.
Exactly, but that's probably why, because it would be never respond to the trolls. That's just feeding. Never respond.
That is 100%.
Mando Pony, I hope you've learned. Never respond to the trolls.
I just realized, because you referenced 2012 and when that happened, it's been 4 years when we've been here.
MOP, yeah.
Not quite.
God.
I'm a scrub. I came in 2012.
I came in 2011.
Season 1 drought. Old fag. Well, not quite the oldest, but old fag here.
For MLP, yeah. But
it came in 2012.
But yeah, anyway, back to the movie again after the Mando Pony thing. Yeah, the soundtrack was great.
Mm-hmm. Soundtrack was amazing.
There's still the song. Battle of the Bands is the song.
Because it was the song to show up in the previews.
And even if it had
Shake Your Tail was meh. But then Battle of the Bands with Kazumi Evans, Please Have My Children, was actually out there and blew our minds.
Subliminal message. Kazumi Evans, Have My Children. That's what Vince do.
Subliminal messages, it will happen. But yeah, the Battle of the Bands, I just can't, and not just the fact that every other song from EQG or any other songs in the actual just show itself ends up either being kind of fast-paced, happy, kind of up-picking, and, very, very quirky and whatnot. Battle of the Bands was slow. It was very, enchanting, foreign.
It engaged you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It created a good fucking song.
Another thing I'll bring up again, since we're kind of bringing up a bit of the music celebrities and the things, for the opening song to the first movie, that got me hyped because it was just a Living Tombstone remix of just the normal opening song. And I don't know, it got me hyped and it got me...
Wait, hold on, what...
the question first.
Yeah.
First.
No, it's not.
No, okay.
Nothing we've said is confirmed.
No, we're making up things out of our ass. But no. And then,
our podcast name is Headcanon.
Yeah. No, and then the opening song to this one, I don't know. I didn't feel as hype.
Didn't feel it.
I didn't feel the hype.
I gotta say that first intro does win.
Yeah, it's
it was really good.
The first intro was
Yeah,
this one it's more mysterious, and then it's a rock and roll grunge song, but it's not getting me. Yeah, it wasn't getting me hype.
Yeah, I will have to agree with that. It wasn't definitely a very clap your hands.
Not even the clap your hands. The other one, people were cheering when that thing came.
Because it was the first movie that ever come out.
Speaking of this, theater was
and not only that, it also marked the first time that they ever, aside from Love Is in Bloom, that they actually added a pop variant to all of the songs.
Fair enough, I guess. Yeah. Showstoppers.
The cheer.
Yeah, the whole pop variant to it kind of changes a lot of things, because it picks up on a new crowd, and that is why people enjoyed that a lot more, I guess.
Saying the pony fandom doesn't love wub-wubs, though. Holy shit, we love our wub-wubs.
We love our wub-dubs.
Speaking of which, Daniel Ingram, I did love music to my ears, but please don't make dubstep.
Please make dubstep.
No! Ignore this man. Ignore him. Daniel Ingram, you make all the goddamn dubstep you want. If you want to do polka, do polka.
I would be okay with polka.
If you want to do Hungarian gypsy music, please do that.
I'd be okay with that too.
For an hour.
If you want to make late romantic era Russian nationalistic music, make that.
Oh my god.
I would be
make
okay
Tchaikovsky look like a piece of shit.
Yes.
But music to my ears, it doesn't catch me until Mando Pony made a remix of it. Because who is it? wants to hear that constantly?
My hand is in the air.
Yeah, same here.
My hand's in the air. I don't know.
You people have bad taste in dubstep.
I'm into the dubs and the wubs and the.
I love dubstep,
and
but Daniel Ingram didn't really do that justice.
You're gonna have to show me this. I don't believe you.
Like, have you listened to the original one?
Original what?
The original to music to my ears.
No.
It's bad. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad.
I'm saying you're a liar, but I guess I'll take your word.
But it's like, after this, listen to.
I'm not saying you're a liar, but you are full of shit.
Listen to that, and then listen to the Mando Pony remix.
Watch it really be bad. I haven't heard it.
It sounds.
Star Wars 1
It's
bad?
like, oh.
Not saying you're a liar, but liar plays
It's all over now. The sparkle is gone. See me shimmer on. Now, if /MLP wanted to give Mando Pony shit for something, it needed for him to try to be sounding like an angry rapper. That was adorable. Mando Pony trying to rap like Eminem was the cutest thing that wasn't a colorful pony.
And now that you keep saying that, I actually do have to agree with you, because you can't really
was
hear
a knockdown, drag out, and it was 6 against 1.
You can't really hear him as angry.
Coming back and you will never forget, or whatever he's trying to sound angry. He sounds like a choir boy trying to rap. It was a choir boy trying to rap angry. That's what it sounded. I don't know if he's ever been in a choir in his life. I'm pretty sure he has. But we love
you, Mando Pony. Please don't hate Cordero.
I love Mando Pony too, but him rapping is just so cute.
Please don't hate
it. And it's not supposed to be cute either.
But that song is catchy.
It's all over now. Yeah, the hook is very catchy. The rapping is so good. Okay, so final thoughts about the movie.
Better than the first. Better than the first.
Hashtag
better than the first.
It was definitely
Hash brown.
It was definitely worth the previews. It was definitely worth watching. You know, the little tiny tidbits that see them get their instruments.
And Alex, this loser over here, didn't watch the previews.
Like, honestly, I thought it was really, really, really good. It was way more intense than the first one.
I absolutely agree.
I thought it was going to be stupid and really just be all about music like the entire time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. Be all about music the whole time. And look, I found character development, and I liked it.
Sunset Shimmer character development was the best thing they could have ever done.
My God.
Kidding me? Mod Pie character development.
She fed a bowl of Triscuits. Get the fuck out of here.
It was so cute.
Also, Kazumi Evans. Oh, please have my babies, please.
Shut up. Closing thoughts I want to make on the movie. 10 out of 10. We'll watch again. I'm going to see it with Keo next week.
Oh, yes, I am going to, too.
We all will.
If the job will allow me to.
True. Yeah, number one importance is job, right?
Yes, I got to pee in a cup.
I already called out of work for today. Worth.
Worth.
Much worth.
Anyway, so Sunset Shimmer, like, this was her movie.
Yes.
Like, I want to literally retitle it The
High School Days of Sunset Shimmer.
Yeah. Sunset Shimmer's Bizarre Adventure. Like, it was... That was what this movie was. It was her story. It definitely wasn't Twilight's story. She was just a supporting character.
Yes.
And
that's the first time I've actually ever
It wasn't
seen
anyone
that.
else. Rainbow Dash probably had the most screen time besides Sunset.
I don't know.
And the villains. The movie is also called Rainbow Rocks. Rainbow is not the main character in this. It's not even focused on the 5 girls. This was Sunset Shimmer's story. This was her movie. Because she already technically had the redemption. She was given the second chance, but she had to
earn it.
She had to earn it. She had to find a way to redeem herself in the eyes of society and what she went through to get that back. And you were in her camp the entire movie. Like, it was, the first movie was about Twilight's struggle. You know, the video game.
Yeah. The video game?
Just kidding. But like, it was about Twilight's story in the first movie and her being in this strange new world. Probably the second best song in that.
Yeah.
I like Strange New World.
It was good. It was good.
Listen to the Sim Gratina mix. He paid us too. Sim Gratina is really good. But this one,
can't wait to cash.
This one was Sunset's story, and it was just so good. It was like she got her own movie.
And even though it was just not only her story, there was struggle from other characters too, like in Rainbow Dash.
Because you need to tell a complete story.
Yeah. I don't know. It's still a kids' show. They don't really need to tell that much of it.
And I'm glad that they are.
They took the effort.
I'm really sad that Rebecca Shorga didn't get top billing because she should have gotten top billing.
Mm-hmm. Would you happen to say that she shimmered on.
She did. She shimmered on. Sunset Shimmer, you shimmer on. Alex, do you have any last thoughts? Do you want to say anything at all ever during the whole cast?
I have. I've actually talked more this time than last time. No, notable mentions. Daft Pony, Lyra and Bon Bon duet, and Bass Car.
Oh my god, the
Bass
Lyra
car.
Daft Punk.
You got a race car, son? That's cute. I got a bass car.
Oh, the honorable mentions. All of them. Just
Daft Punk costume was the best costume.
Oh, yeah.
The Trixie outfit was amazing.
Way better than the final outfits.
Yeah. Okay, on the final outfits real quick. There was a like a quick like sneak peek they showed us of like Shake Your Tail. And they had really good outfits, and then like in the opening scene of like the movie, they had that like cool design on their like faces and stuff under their eye. They had those cool outfits, and then we get those shit tier outfits at the end.
Yeah, I know.
They already had the design.
Well, basically, Rarity decided to let the rainbow remind her that the end of season 4 look was shitty, and she made that into outfits for Equestria Girls.
Yeah, no, it was shitty. Don't believe it's good.
Shit tier. I love radio. I love radio. I love Rarity. I love Lamp. I love Rarity, but those outfits were top hat, rock hat.
Oh yeah. Not good.
Okay, Top Hat, Rock Hat, we're definitely going to
or the Equestria Games outfits.
Oh god, the frilly,
Rainbow Falls.
The curtains.
Yeah, the curtains.
They were not
flowers.
Fraulein Maria did a better job sewing curtains than Rarity did. Like,
oh god, you guys piss off.
And she did sew curtains that episode.
How do you solve a problem like Rarity's shitty outfits?
Don't have Rarity involved.
But then when Sunset Shimmer actually took off her jacket and she was actually dressed like she was going to go to the ball, I was like, dude,
she's like,
where did all this come from?
that was kind of convenient. It's like, oh, I had no idea I was going to get this thing, but I'm ready.
Yeah,
I will take the lead role.
Sunset, we need you. She reaches her hand out.
We need you. Not.
Remember, Twilight in the beginning, she had like her hands in like the weird...
throughout the whole thing kind of.
Yeah,
Sunset, and like she reaches her hand out. Sunset's like what 2 feet away from her hand because instead of Sunset, give me the mic. Yeah. It was Sunset. We need you to give me the mic back so I can continue my song.
Said go back in the corner.
Go get us some water. We're gonna be parched after this. We're thirsty.
After saving your world.
Start the car. We gotta pack up. The only slight nitpick I have about Sunset Shimmer, and yes, I actually have one, is I wanted more of her sass.
Yes.
The first movie, when she wasn't interesting, the first movie, she had a sass to her that I actually enjoyed, and it was kind of non-existent in this movie. But the thing is, I understand why. Is if she didn't want to sass anyone, she didn't want to assassinate anyone. She didn't want to sass anyone because she wanted people to like her, and she was constantly walking on eggshells because she was afraid if she set anyone off in the slightest way, the slightest slight to anyone at any point, and it's the old Sunset again. She was fake.
Remember, she tackled.
Exactly. She kept doing that. Any slight thing she would do, even with good intentions like that, it was like, hey, I think these girls might be bad. Oh, it sounds like you just are mad. You know, you just want someone else to look better than you. Every single possible bad thing that she could do could make her be perceived as being the old her, and that the new her is fake. So all of her sass was gone, and it was just her, being really shy throughout the whole movie. I sincerely hope that in the next movie,
there will be one.
Yeah, there will be one. They definitely teased the third movie. Is that Sunset Shimmer? First of all, I want her to be prominent again, even if it's not her story. I want her to be there a lot, and I want the sass to be back because now she's earned it. She got the school's respect, not just the 5 girls, not just Twilight. She got the school's respect back in this movie, so I think she can now balance back out and get a little bit of her sassiness.
It is possible, but I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the feels moment where Trixie was constantly, going off on her, saying, "Oh, well, you did this in a fit of jealousy or whatever," and she was forcing herself not to actually go off in a tangent and just rage on Trixie, saying
she did scream at her.
She did,
yeah.
But my God, that hit so close to home because how would you feel if you were pushed way towards the edge on something that you were intentionally doing out of the goodness of your heart to save someone, only to be persecuted?
Yeah, that was a fantastic moment. Everything about that moment was perfect. It was not almost said sarcastic rage. What was it?
It's not jealous.
It was not a fit of jealousy.
It was not a fit of jealous rage. Yeah, she was so upset. That great moment. I agree.
Oh my god, just all the feels of Sunset Shimmer. I applaud you, Sunset. And with that, I am done with my Sunset Shimmer love.
I'm not done with my Sunset Shimmer love.
No, I'm never done. I mean, for this podcast,
You're
I
right.
am.
I have a new body pillow I have to go buy.
I guess we'll wrap it up for this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
The end.
I mean, we can love
end.
We're out of jokes.
we can love Sunset
we
Shimmer
liked
all
it.
over
The
again.
end.
We liked it.
Better than the first.
Hashtag better than the first. Yeah, so we're out of jokes, so I guess we're just going to anticlimactically end. And I had fun. Did you have fun?
I had fun.
I had absolutely.
If anyone listened this far, I hope you had fun. Were we sitting next to you with a gun to your head?
And now we're waiting for our checks.
We are waiting for our checks.
That's like 7
Lots of
people,
royalty
right?
Checks. Yeah, it's like 7 checks.
Wow.
Including Hasbro and Mando Pony. You know who's my OTP? Sibsy and Mando Pony. Cha-ching! Got it.
There you go. Good night, folks.
My OTP is Black Griffin and Michelle Creeper. Oh, I mean, no.
Wait like 2 years, then you can say it.
Yeah.
Then it's less.
Right now it's creepy.
Yeah,
but
Now it's rapey and creepy.
Tell me that's not happening when Michelle is 18. Tell me that's not going to happen.
I can see it's like the two roads. Either it turns more into a Big Brother, or it's ooh.
Yeah, I could see that absolutely never happening, and I can also see it completely totally happening.
Yeah,
I can
it's
see
nothing in between. Like maybe there's something, maybe there's not. It's not a Inuyasha storyline.
I'm just imagining Black Griffin and Michelle Creeper like it's like her 18th birthday, and they're like holding hands, and they're like, "Mom, we have something to tell you. We're in love." And her mom is just like washing.
And it's okay because we're not related.
And her mom is like washing a dish, and her mom's just like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
What are you, dumb?
So are we getting the cake? You guys going with me to Sam's to get the cake?
Are you just gonna fuck already? Okay.
Just fuck already. Oh gosh, this is so terrible.
It's the worst.
Oh wow.
But
I'm so glad this tangent can be cut.
Very good. Very good. Good. End. Quit.
End.
Quit while we're
right.
behind.
And before we make rape jokes or something, yeah,
Right.
and everyone hates us.
this is Vincent.
Yeah, great. Now we're new Mando Pony 2.0.
This is Vincent signing off. I thank you all for joining us.
I don't thank you.
This is Anthony signing off.
No, I don't thank you for. I'm not signing off.
No, fuck you.
I live here.
Not signing
I
off.
live here. I'm not going
Never
anywhere.
Fuck signing off. Okay,
No.
happy end.
And now it's all over now. The sparkle is gone. See me shimmer on. It's all over now. The sparkle is gone. See me shimmer on. I'ma tell you how it began, just so you understand. This ain't at all what I had wanted, and it's not what I had planned. And when I make demands, your attention I expect. All I wanted was respect, but I just couldn't connect with the one who said she gave me everything I ever wanted. Imagine seeing all your dreams waved and being flaunted right in front of your face, and now you call it a disgrace. I chase it down to get the crown and take control of this place. This ain't my home, I'm cold, broken, alone. No one really knows who I am, but I can't start to show who I've grown into. Something new, I slowly realize I'm becoming a monster, and now I fantasize about getting her back. I track her down and it's whack. I'ma find that newbie's head, smack it down till it cracks. Man, I swear I'd take it back, take a life that was mine. See me shimmer, see me shine, but you're running out of time. And now it's all over now. The sparkle is gone. See me shimmer on. It's all over now. The sparkle is gone. See me shimmer on. And now it seems your ears are open, now you look my way. You send your precious protege to come and save the day. You never tried to listen to a word I had to say, and so forget it, it's over, never gonna see me sway. I stand firm on the ground, no sound from me complaining. I'm the king of the storms, no one escapes my reigning. You're washed up, your friends are all ashamed, cause your magic ain't nothing next to what I'm conjuring today. Who would've thought you'd be caught, you'd be brought to your knees, not get shot. Thanks a lot, cause I fought for everything that I got. Here you are, thinking you can instantaneously take it right on the spot. I'ma teach a lesson that you wish you could forget. You're gonna wish that you had never been a teacher's pet. I gave up all my friends just to see how I can do it better. You can do, I can do better. I can do it better than you do. Anything you can do, I can do better. 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 And now it's all over now. The sparkle is gone. See me shimmer on. It's all over now. The sparkle is gone. See me shimmer on. And now the battle is done. Almost thought that I won. Hard fought, dragged out, and it was 6 against 1. Now you say that we can change, but you know it's really strange. Before this happened, no one even cared about my name. Yeah, you keep your friends till the end. Let them drag you down. Let them all bow to that beautiful crown that really should have been mine. Now things will never change. You stole away my life, and I will never be the same. And now it's all over now. The sparkle is gone. See me shimmer on. It's all over now. The sparkle is gone. See me shimmer on. It's all over now. The sparkle is gone.